Hey everybody, and welcome to the Dock of Detox Oasis condo. We decided we'd shoot in the condo because it's a little busy over there right now. All the treatment rooms are going on, and so this is where people stay when they come to do a personal treatment and training, Abby?
Yeah, or for courses, whenever anybody comes for our professional courses, we have 3 bedrooms here for students to stay as well. So it's a beautiful, beautiful condo overlooking all of the Okanagan.
Yeah, windows all along the front. And they've got the view of the lake and the whole valley and the mountains. And we're going to have practitioners staying in here as of this Saturday.
Yep.
For 21 days.
Yep. It starts up on the 4th.
Yep. All right. And let's get started. And what are we talking about today?
Today we're going to talk about nebulizing. So we talk about this a lot on our Q&As and all of our shows because it's the most amazing thing that you can do for your breathing.
Guess what? She just said it. This is the most powerful technique we are going to show you for your breathing. Yes, the Lionheart breathing, you've got to do that, you've got to practice it, but when you kick in the Dock of Detox nebulizing for lung restoration, you're going to know what we're talking about here.
Yeah, so this is the nebulizer. I'm going to show you how to put it together. So when it comes in a box and it comes with different attachments. So this is just a little cover for the piece. So we'll take that off, and then there's this piece here, which just looks like that. I'm gonna set this down so maybe see it better. So it's just a little adapter. We're gonna just stick it on the end, just like that. And then we take the small mouthpiece. So just how that is set up, we're going to put this on, just like so. Perfect. A little crooked. Straighten that out, and we're on. And then,
welcome to the shopping channel.
Yeah, seriously. I used to love watching infomercials when I was a kid, so I hope I'm doing really good at this because I've had practice. Okay, so then we're gonna do batteries. So batteries go in here and clicks in place, turns on. So because there's no liquid, it's not actually gonna stay on. And then if you don't want to use batteries, you can use the power adapter. Comes with the cord, you just need a
little plug-in jack or plug it into your computer. And if you work on a computer all day, you better be having this plugged into your computer because you're going to want to use it, because guess what? Nobody works on a computer all day and has high frequency. And the lower your frequency is, the more viral, the more bacterial, the more fungal that you're going to get. And because they're invaders and they go wherever you are weak. So when you start to get tired, when you start to get those burning eyes, when you start to get the sinus problems, when you start to get where you're not thinking right, this is what you do. And understand something. She'll tell you the rest.
Okay, well before I tell you the rest, I'm just going to show you that it does come with a couple other attachments. So it's a bigger mouthpiece, which we just used the small one. And then it does come with just a mouthpiece, so this would just be to breathe through the mouth.
But we don't breathe through the mouth. We don't do the silver and the fulvic through the mouth. Now, it's not that you can't, but if you do, you're going to feel like you're choking because believe it or not, you're taking in microbes and bacteria and viruses all the time. You know, when you say, oh my God, I don't like Cindy Lou, she made me give me the cold. No, because I got bacteria and viruses from Cindy Lou too. It's just that I don't have an environment for those to breed in. So the reality is, whether you think this is a gimmick or not, you have this at work. Or you take this with you on a plane, you take it on a train, you keep it in the car, you keep it at the office, you keep it at home beside your bed, and there's no toxicity level to what we're showing you.
Yeah.
There's no toxicity level. All right? Okay.
Yeah, so it's absolutely amazing, and we utilize the silver bullet solution with it and our fulvic nano drops, as well as the Ormus minerals. It's absolutely incredible how it makes you feel. It clears your mind instantly. It clears your sinuses, goes through your entire respiratory tract, through your lungs, and you everything opening up, and you can really feel that oxygen flowing through your whole body at a greater rate.
So what you're doing is you're breathing through your nose, okay? And if you want, you can breathe out through your mouth or out through your nose. Excuse me. And when you breathe through your nose, that goes in your lungs. Remember where it goes from there? It goes in and cleans out your lungs. How many people smoked?
Yeah.
How many people toke? How many people just have a bad diet and they have inflammation and mucus in their lungs? How many people have eczema? How many people have COPD? How many people have allergies? How many people have lung cancer? How many people have fibroids in their breast? Okay, I can keep going if you want. Yeah. All right, and where are the lymph nodes? They're right here. Where are the lungs? So understand, everything is going to get hit in this area, but then it goes into your bloodstream, and it's basically going through your blood, your whole bloodstream. So
we're purifying the blood by breathing.
And what happens when you take it into your nose? It goes into the back of your eyes. And guess what? If you've got a cataract, no matter how thick it is here, it's thicker on the back of the eye. Nobody told you that, did they? They don't tell you that, okay, we're not going to cut the cataract off the back of your eye. They're just going to do the front because that's what's disturbing you. And cataracts are caused because of why? Inflammation to the brain.
Yeah, totally. And that's why it comes with the worst at the back.
That's right. And when you do this with we have these nano drop, we use them for the ears, we use them for the nose, but we have the only nano fulvic in the world, believe it or not. And it's actually going to get into your brain, it's going to get into your ears, and it's going to get into your sinuses and into the back of your eyes because it's all one big tunnel back here. Okay, let me tell you something. Some of the most powerful things in life are only pennies a day.
Yeah, and a really important thing too to know is when we breathe through our nose actually vortexes the air. So it's like it's structuring it for us.
Your mouth doesn't.
Yeah, so that's why it's so important to always breathe in through your nose because you are actually structuring the air that you're breathing, and then it's not going to be as harmful to the system, and that's why mouth breathing is so bad. And
when you structure through the nose, the virus, the bacteria, and the fungus is still there, but it changes the frequency and it cannot attack you. You breathe through your mouth and you left yourself open.
Exactly.
So shut your mouth.
And that's the exact same thing with taking in foods. We're opening that gateway with bad food, so it's the same thing. We need to take our first food, which is air, through the nose. That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
So I'm going to show you a little bit more. So if you want to clean it, when you want to clean it, you can just pop this guy off by pushing this back button and pop it off like that. It's like trying to do that. Really weird. And then you can just clean this. But you are using antimicrobial things in it the whole time, so
it's not like
really going to get dirty.
And it's not going to have viral, and it's not going to have bacterial, and it's not going to have fungal.
Yeah.
Okay.
The cleaning part of it's more when you're using like medicinal things.
So the electrodes in here work, and that you actually get the mist because you just don't want any buildup from the silver, from the fulvic.
Yeah. So you would just take it off and clean it that way, and there is the manual to explain exactly how to clean it, but you can just even use a little bit of the silver to clean it as well, and just let it soak. So I'm going to pour the silver bullet solution from the spray bottle. So we also have it in, I'll show you in a second, we're just going to pour it in
We also have it in that.
Thank you.
Liter size.
Yeah, so you can always just refill this smaller bottle and then be pouring it from there, or pour it from the big bottle. And we literally just want to do about a quarter of a teaspoon.
That's all.
Just like that much. You can just fill a tiny little air. We'll just go a bit more.
And I'll do the Bright Eyes Nano Fulvic drops, okay? And all I did was just a quarter of a teaspoon.
And then you just pop the lid back on.
Yeah.
And push the button.
And you're gonna, the first time, just do one breath. One breath. So you can do it this way if you want.
And see how mine kind of turned off? I wanted to show this for you because some people will think that it stopped working and it's no longer, something happened to it. It's only because the liquid is going that way. You have to kind of angle it down so that the liquid is actually coming through. I push it back on and now it comes.
Now, the first time, why not just take one inhale and see how you feel? And then take two, take three, and then if you start to feel a little bit of irritant, that would be, if you're doing the silver, there might be a little die-off. You're not going to get that from the fulvic, fulvic drops, nano fulvic drops. You're not going to get that. What they do, the silver goes in, and silver does not kill microbes. So let's make that perfectly clear. they create an environment that the microbe can't live in.
Exactly.
Okay?
They're
Because,
correcting the inner terrain.
yeah, because if you actually go in and kill something in your body, you're going to be damaging yourself.
Exactly.
And we don't do that. Okay? So we go in and create a terrain that suffocates the viral, the bacterial, the fungal. And guess what this does? Well, fulvic is the best.
Well, it's the best chelator, and it's going to deliver. So what it's actually going to do, it's going to pick up any nutrients in the body, and it's going to deliver it into the cells, and then it takes.
Whether it's the eyes, the sinuses, the blood, anywhere.
Any cell in the human body, pick up any waste material, and then take it out. So not only is it delivering nutrients, it's also taking toxins away, bioremediating it so it doesn't harm you at all. So when you're detoxing, you don't get those Herxheimer reactions where you might get a little bit of nausea or headaches or whatever it might be. The fulvic completely protects you from that.
So we're going to go in and we're going to suffocate what we don't want in us, and then we're going to follow it up and we're going to remediate, because what the fulvic does, it encapsulates the viral, the bacterial, the fungal, the heavy metal, and it takes it out of your body without a detox reaction.
Yeah.
Now, I won't say, I've had like probably 2 or 3 people over the years tell me that they had a toxic, not a toxic, but an allergic reaction, they call it, but it's not.
Yeah.
It just means that they are so inflamed and so toxic that pulling it out and stirring it up.
Yeah.
So you just go a little slower. What people do is they bite off too much. So the more
Extreme.
toxic you are, the more compromised your immune system is, the less water you drink, and the worse diet you have, the slower you're going to have to go. You know, there's people that when you put essential oils on, they can't take the essential oil because of the high vibration, because they are at a low vibration. And you can say that's not true, and I'm telling you it is true. Okay?
Definitely.
Yeah.
And the one other thing that you can do is when you're doing the fulvic nano drops, add 1 drop of the Ormus minerals, and this is so amazing. It makes you feel like you're at the beach because you get those negative ions that you would have got if you were by the water as well. So the Ormus is beautiful to add to the mix.
And when you add the Ormus actually to the bright eyes, it brings the vibration up so much higher. When you add it to the silver, it gives it that extra little kick and boost to get in deeper.
Yeah, so you can definitely be using it in both.
Yeah. And once you get your groove, okay, you know what? There's one in every family that detoxes too fast, that overdoes everything, and always gets her or himself in trouble. Be gentle, go slowly, but be like the caterpillar and move along.
Breathing is so important.
This is
this is
so
the best
key.
thing for that person.
You know what? I can tell you therapies that are tens of thousands of dollars that can't even come near this.
Yeah.
And that's a fact. And you know what? Challenge me on that. So once you get your groove, you can actually do what? You can actually take the 2 of them.
And you could mix them together if you wanted to as well. So don't need to do it separate. If you're wanting to just do it all in one shot, just mix them together, do your nebulizer session, and you're good to go after that. One thing that you can also do, especially because we're coming into cold and flu season, really important, essential oils.
Remember that you're nebulizing for many reasons. I'm on the plane. When you're traveling, you nebulize on that plane. Don't you dare not do it. You do it, and there's no law against doing it. Okay? And there's no smell, and you're going to save your butt.
Yeah, and it's just like an inhaler or something like that. So
and how many people,
ever going to say anything.
How many people get off the plane and they've got a bug?
Yeah.
And you're down for 24 hours.
Exactly.
You know what? When they put you in a sardine can, you're going to smell like a sardine.
Yeah, and honestly, whenever I travel, I'm always putting immunity on my throat. I'll even put a tiny little bit, whatever's left over on my hand, just under my nose, because sometimes people smell on the plane. And then I always put peppermint essential oil on the bottoms of my feet, and that's like ritual whenever I travel. I have to do that, and I do that on a daily basis anyway, but very important when on the airplane.
And when I travel, okay, and I travel a lot, and I haven't got time to be, no, I don't need anybody's bugs, thank you very much. But when I travel, I take a lot, and I will put it on my throat, and I will saturate my throat because it goes right into your tissues. And I'll put a couple drops in my mouth. This is personally me, I'm not telling you to do it. And I'll swish it around, I'll swallow it, and just have that soothing going right down into my throat here. Now, I'm gonna tell you a true story just for a second, okay? 2 times, not last flight, not the flight before that, but 3 flights ago, I went and did this when I got on the plane. And you always want to do it. When they say, okay, we're boarding, that's when now I lather. Because a lady came up and go, what did you put on? And I said, well, it's called immunity. You come here right now. She took me to the front of the plane and they wanted to kick me off the plane.
What?
Yeah, they wanted to kick me off the plane.
Why?
Because she was irritated with the smell.
Oh.
And guess what?
Fragrance.
And you know what? The fragrance, it's a high vibration, so there's molecules in the air. When it goes into her nose, if she has an allergy or inflammation, it irritated her. And she didn't know that I was actually helping her to detox, but she was going to detox me off the plane. So I learned my lesson, okay? All right?
Yeah, do it when you're already on the plane then.
No.
Just kidding.
All right. Okay, so.
But yeah, essential oils.
Yeah.
Like we were saying, very important to be using every day. Like I ask people whenever I do perfect day consultations that they use peppermint essential oil morning and night on the bottoms of their feet because it just completely increases your vitality and your vibration. It's stimulating all of your reflexology points and all the nerve endings in your body by being on the bottoms of your feet. So it's absolutely amazing. You could even do thieves on the bottom of your feet too. But peppermint's really stimulating.
Immunity.
Oh, sorry.
Immunity.
Yes, sorry. It used to be called
Yeah.
that.
No, you can use immunity on the bottom of your feet, and here's the deal. Also, remember something, people never use enough essential oils. You know, there's all these things out there, but when people come to us and we've done the deep tissue where we pulled the calcification apart, the scar tissue apart, the crystallization, you know, like most massage therapists or physiotherapists or people out there will say, yeah, put some on in the morning and on it. What do we say? 2 to 3 drops every 15 minutes to a half an hour. And guess what? You've taken something that would take 2 days to heal, and you've done it in 1 day. Or if it took like even a week to heal, it'll do it in 2 days.
Yeah, it's amazing.
2 days, because you're not just doing essential oils to bring down the pain, the inflammation. You're doing it to rise the vibration, and that's what helps to heal.
And the muscle restore essential oil, if you are working with like more muscle things, not for cold and flu and increasing your immunity. The muscle restore is amazing for increasing the vitality of your actual tissue, and it will actually pull out lactic acid from the tissue as well. So amazing for before and after workouts. Okay,
now, so everybody on Facebook and Instagram, you just saw this, and on YouTube, you just saw this. So now you've got questions, and now we got answers. So our Q&A is on Friday and Mondays at 3 p.m., right? And the next one we're having is on Friday. So get your questions, type them in below here. You can do it through Instagram and YouTube and even Facebook Live, and we'll answer them live. So we try to answer all the ones that are written in, but the ones that come in live, we go right to them right away, because we want to know that there's people out there live and kicking.
Totally, and we want you to get your answer right then and there because you're online watching us.
So I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed yesterday, because the whole pelvic thing, we're gonna reshoot that, and we're reshooting that when?
Tomorrow.
We're gonna reshoot it tomorrow.
9:30.
Because the first 3. Well, anyways, there was some glitches. And know this, that we are going to be showing you all kinds of take action, because you know what? It's like this, right? How does it feel to struggle with your health? How does it feel to not be empowered? Well, it's over, isn't it?
It is.
We're not doing this anymore. We're giving you everything that we got, and then guess what? If you don't demand health, you're never going to have it. Go ahead, Abby.
Just going to say, so when you're doing this, utilize this as much throughout the day as you want. It's not a 1 to 2 time a day, just like the essential oils. You can be doing this every 15 minutes if you want it as well. Like especially if you're going through an infection, if you have pneumonia, bronchitis, something like that, you want to be doing this as much throughout the day as possible with the essential oils, and you're going to see your life change.
And until you get your vibration high enough to realize that you are a light energy being, you will still get the flu and you'll still get cold. And then you can decide how long you want to keep it, if you want to go the drug way. And then you can decide, some people, they just go, well, I need a break from work. I think I'll just be sick. People do it on a subconscious level. And if you want to get rid of it quick, this is how we're going to do it. And get rid of those inflammatory foods, especially when mucus-causing foods.
No dairy, no gluten. Check out the Perfect Day in the DACA Detox library. The schedule is on
page 37.
check out
the Perfect Day. They're on page 37. You know what? There it is. You know what? Are you going to honor, respect, and love yourself today? And guess what else? Give us a call at the office. We are now selling the Braveheart bands. They come in orange and white, purple and white, black and white, and white and black. and you can buy as many as you want. And that's how we're selling them. If you just give us a call, and you're only paying for the cost of the band and the shipping, and you can have as many as you want. Okay, so it says Braveheart 321 I got this, and that means that every time that you feel or say anything that's negative about you, you want to stop that. This is as snug as a hug.
And that's a kiss.
And so you're going to go 321 I got this, 321 that's the old me, 321. Look at it, if you're not willing to repeat, that's how you master everything, then you're not going to become the master. You know what? You are down here to master emotions. Let's get at it. Have the best day of your life, and
we'll see you tomorrow for the pelvic expansion technique.
That's right, we'll be here.
See you then.
Bye.